Have you ever gone through a store and said, I can totally sew that? I have too. In fact, it's kind of taken some of the allure out of shopping in person for clothes because I know that nearly every design that's out there, I can make myself. And one of the common styles right now is a peasant top blouse or dress, this peasant style. And today's feature pattern is timbre, and we're gonna take a look at a bunch of different ways that I've been seeing this on stores online, boutiques, Amazon even, and how we can make it ourselves. So stick around and let's go through some of the ways that we can take those store inspiration pieces and make them ourselves with just a little bit of creativity. In this video, I'm going to talk about different ways that you can use this peasant style in your wardrobe. That's one pattern, ways that we're seeing all throughout retail right now, so that when you go into a store, you'll know I can totally make that. As we get into the thick of this video, I did have a question for you, and I would love it if you would leave me a comment down below. What's a style that you're seeing in stores right now that you're curious about how to replicate it at home? If you're looking for a fabric source or you're looking for a particular pattern style, what's something that you're seeing that's trending right now that you want to make possible for you? Leave a comment and let me know. So let's dive into our first example. We recently went on a trip, and one of the things that my girls like to do is go to all those little boutiques that are out there and look at things for special occasions and special fun little stores, like these tiny little shops that have a very curated, sweet collection. But one of the dresses we saw was this peasant style dress in like a really bold, beautiful color. And immediately I'm thinking, that's Natita. She made a gorgeous peasant style dress with the button front, and it is like exactly the same look and feel as the piece that we've seen in a boutique before. So just again, you can take these pieces that you're seeing in the boutiques and in stores and online, and then you can make them yourself. Really romantic, kind of like ethereal, pretty top. I found an example of on Anthropologie. This is really popular right now. In this case, the fabric is sort of like a little like silky satin. It has some like lacing details, but I thought one of the examples in the Timbre collection in our tester pictures actually was this tester who still had that peasant style neckline, buttons, the fit is very similar. And I think you could take this piece and add in just a little bit of trim and you would get a similar feel, maybe make it up in like a satin. So it's really cool to be able to see something that's available on Anthropologie that you could make yourself. I recently got into embroidery. I love it. I think it is so much fun, satisfying. You can do it on a machine. I do it by hand. And when we were doing the testing for Timbre, one of our friends, Dorothy's daughter, Kim, she had created her timbre with this embroidery. And of course, all I can think of when I see that is just designs and pieces that you would see in a store on a website that seem unattainable to make yourself. But Kim made it herself and she did such a fabulous job. And except for hers fits her perfectly. It's exactly in the fabric and the style that she wanted. She was able to add in that beautiful design with the embroidery. The way that she's able to do that here is just so inspiring. I love seeing this as a possibility for this pattern, and kind of gives me the courage to add more embroidery to my pieces as well. One of the new sort of shopping avenues that's popped up lately is this idea of being able to rent clothes. There's a store called Rent the Runway where you can take really, really fancy pieces, purses or jewelry or bags or clothes, dresses, whatever, and you can rent them and keep them for a few days and then send them back after you're done wearing them. And it's pretty expensive. A lot of these designs are like high-end pieces. And one of the designs that I saw on there was this really cute peasant style blouse with a really beautiful, fun print. And when I saw it, I was like, that's Noreen. Noreen made a button front peasant style top that has the same bold, fun print as the one that you could get on Rent the Runway. This Rent the Runway piece though is $50 to be able to rent it for like a week or something. And the original design was $270. And so Noreen has created her own here that's as good, if not better. And she is able to wear it over and over again and keep it in her closet. And not only that, she can also use this pattern to create dozens more in the future. When we were testing, it was more done in the summer, early fall. And as we're getting into the transitional time of the year, I was so glad to see pieces that represented that transitional idea with this pattern. Like, this pattern is not just for summer, it really can go throughout the seasons. And I think Karina of Lifting Pins and Needles displayed that so beautifully with this drapey jewel toned top. And I was looking on Quince, which is another sort of like medium to high end place where you can find pieces that are very in trend. And I just was noticing how similar the styling is between these two. A drapey peasant style in that beautiful color with very similar sleeves. I was just like, Karina nailed it, you know? I think Karina's really beautiful drapey button front top here shows that, matched it up with a skirt. I believe this is a handmade skirt as well. I could see this going beautifully with our Encore skirt and just making such a beautiful transitional piece that she can wear throughout the seasons. Wanted to show you a design from Madewell. This is a classic peasant style button front piece that I think is just, it's easy, it's timeless, it's classic. And so there's this Madewell piece that I saw, and then I saw another one from Emily Kennedy in our tester group that I just thought, it just harkens back to one another. They look so similar to me. I could see so easily being able to add this into my wardrobe. I love the Madewell piece. I love how classic and simple and just kind of like pristine it looks. And then knowing that I could replicate that very easily, like Emily did. I love this. It's so classic. It's so easy to add into your wardrobe. That I've been seeing lately is Amazon taking trends that are in boutiques and those pretty designs that we see, those very unique pieces that we're seeing in a boutique, and kind of replicating them for like mass market. And of course, when you get the package in from Amazon or Shein or wherever you're getting it, it's kind of junky. The fit is never right. It's like a boxy, awful fit. The fabric is always awful. Not always, but in many cases, the fabric is really terrible. And so one of the solutions that I think is so wonderful as a sewist is that I can take something that I've seen in a boutique and replicate it myself instead of having to rely on Amazon for something that's in my size or that's in my budget. I saw two ways that Amazon had taken a boutique style and then made it mass marketed. And then I realized that our testers had made this with Timbre. Those was this yellow peasant style dress. Elsie made this gorgeous yellow peasant style floral print dress. So take a look at how similar those pieces are. She was able to make it with fabric that she could trust. She was able to create it with the sizing that she loved, that fit her body perfectly without the guess and the risk that comes from ordering something on Amazon. So I thought that was an excellent example of being able to take something that we see out in the world and being able to make it ourselves. Another example of this happened with Cynthia. She was able to take that peplum style that we're seeing everywhere. I've seen this in boutiques all over the place. And she made this really beautiful teal creation. I believe that she used a stretch woven for this, but it's kind of like a crinkly material. And so she's kind of been able to replicate exactly what's available. This one that is an example was found on Amazon, but again, that idea is very like boutique pervasive right now. Lastly, I saw this piece at Anthropologie, and it kind of encapsulates that trend right now for having really neutral items and a little bit looser of a fit. And I saw Erin's piece, which is in a linen and a stripe, and that neutral idea. It just like the similarities between those two, they just feel so close to each other. So it's really inspiring that knowing that I could take a piece that's at Anthropologie for like $128 and make it myself with the same similar vibe was really inspiring from Erin. So thank you, Erin, for showing us the capabilities with this pattern. Ways that you can make a peasant style top or dress based on looks that we're seeing all over retail right now. Whenever you go into a store, remember that with sewing, All of this is possible to make at home in the fabric that you love, with the sizing that you need, and with the styling that is gonna make you happy. Happy Feature Friday. Make sure to grab Timbre, our peasant style top and blouse that's on sale today only for $6. And always check back in every Friday because we feature a new pattern every week. Happy sewing, and we hope that you have a great weekend. Bye.